you guys, it's Lynnea with Scrapping for Less, and today we are celebrating Christmas all year long. So the whole idea behind this video series is we thought that maybe the first Friday of every month we would, as a design team, would create a Christmas card so that way you could have inspiration for Christmas cards all year long and maybe even get a head start on your Christmas crafting. So I'm using a couple of products. I flipped through the Cartabella Santa's Workshop 6x6 paper pad, and I picked out a couple of the patterns. There are some super cute patterns in here with the little Santas, and there's little Santa villages. I chose relatively simple patterns for today's card, a blue kind of like snowy background and a red and white snowflake background. I also stamped one of the little mice from the Your Next Stamp Sweet and Fun Holiday Stamp Set. I have never actually had fruitcake in my whole entire life. I've never physically eaten it, but little fruitcake images completely steal my heart every time I see them. So I love this little mouse holding the little fruitcake, and so I wanted him to be the focal point of my card today. So I'm just using some gold brown alcohol markers to color in the little mouse. I used some coral for his cheeks. I'm going to create a little silver plate or platter for the fruitcake, and then I'm going to go in with a darker brown and color the actual cake itself. And I thought about switching these, having the mouse be a darker brown and the fruitcake be a lighter color, but I really like this darker, like a light fudgy color brown for the fruitcake. And then I just dotted in some greens and some reds and finished off that image and cut it out with my scissors. I'm taking that red background with the white snowflakes, trimming that down to be an A2 sized card front, and then I'm going to grab the reverse scallop circles from Pink and Main, and I'm just going to pick one that I thought would frame up that little mouse nicely. So it's actually the second largest. And I'm going to cut it from the blue pattern paper. And once I started assembling my card, I didn't like it because I was just going to have the red and white snowflakes peeking through. So I decided to use the blue kind of like speckled snowy background as the actual background, and then I die cut that die again from some white cardstock, and that will be my frame. And I really like having the mix of the patterns with the white. So I'm just going to start gluing things together here. I stamped the Merry and Bright on a strip of white cardstock so it would go all the way across my card. To glue on the reverse scallop circle focal point image here, I am just using some purple tape at the back to hold the scallop frame, which is actually the part that the die cuts. And then I'm also holding that negative piece, the inside piece, together so that I can add some foam squares. And when I add the foam squares, I'm making sure to overlap both pieces so that they are held together. I'm going to add some glitter to my images, and that will finish this card. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye!